Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know my name is Latoya, and this is my channel. This is my real life. I wanted to show y'all something different today. Me doing my makeup. So when I was cleaning out my storage, I found my it's like a little tripod thingy that I'm trying to fix right now. So that I can see. Why won't break my phone? Y'all can see the ring light in it. But yeah, I'm just doing my makeup. Nothing fancy today. I'm not going anywhere fancy or anything. I just want to take y'all on a journey and let y'all know I am a trick of all trades. I can do multiple things. I can cook, I can do my makeup, and one more talent. Because I'm a Pisces, we are gifted. I got multiple gifts. I'm not limited to just one gift. So that's better. We are in the AM, so I don't want to seem like it's late. So yeah, I wanted to do my makeup. I'm practicing still on myself. It's my natural hair. I'm not all beat up, but you know, this is one of my talents. I feel, and I want to see what I can do. So this is gonna be live. So I'm starting off, you guys. The best skin ever is Sephora. I love this product because it looked just like skin. You know what I'm saying? Um, I put this on. Look, I halfway got it on, and it's blending in perfectly with my skin. Hey, everybody. Oh, check out somebody from Ghana. Hey, shout out to Ghana. Shout out to Africa. All our ancestors, shout out. Um, but yeah, it's the best skin. It's in Sephora, and this is my color. I think I am 38P in this color. And so, yeah, I'm just taking y'all on a journey. How I don't do my makeup every day, but when I do get in my moods to do it, I do it. So, hey everybody, thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in. You didn't have to. You could be anywhere in the world, but here, thank you. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate my audience. That's why I'm trying to come on here more to you know, let y'all know more about me. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all don't know a lot about me. So I'm just going to give y'all the spiel again in case, I did videos, prior to I have my channel is up, but a lot of people don't watch the video. So I'm going to just let while I'm doing my makeup, where I come from, my life, kind of break down my life story in this live. Okay? So y'all just bear with me, you know what I'm saying, and just follow along. So I was born and raised in Berkeley, California. I'm from Berkeley, California. I'm from Northern California, the Bay Area, and I was born in Berkeley and raised in Berkeley until I was about, I'd say, 8. And then we moved to Alameda. I have my mom, my stepdad. My mom had, it's 3 of us. So I'm the firstborn. Um, with my mom. I don't know my dad's side of the family like that. I met my dad once in my lifetime. And I asked him, if he wanted to be part of my life to keep in touch, but he didn't. So there's no, maybe it could be, um, it could be a future there, but right now it's not. So it's me, my stepdad, um, and my mom. And my mom had a son by my stepdad, and she also had a daughter years later, though. Growing up in one household was me, my mom, my stepdad, my brother, um, my stepbrother from a previous marriage, my cousin, 2 of my cousins. Yeah, and that was it. Um, One of my cousins came to live with us because of family issues. Another cousin came periodically, meaning she was here and at another auntie's house. Um, Off and on, her mother tragically passed away in a car accident. My auntie. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to go get it. This is live, so I'm about to go get my sponge. Hold on. My auntie, I'm back. So she died in a car accident when I was about, I want to say 6 or 7. That's what I want to say. And I loved her so. So her daughter came to live with us too, but it was off and on. It was shared custody. Um, so we grew up in Hayward for the most part. I went to Hayward High and I went to Mount Eaton. I went to two. I went to 2 middle schools. I went to Ochoa. If anybody know about the Bay Area and Hayward, y'all know what I'm talking about. I went to Ochoa, which was a middle school, and then, but at first I went to King. I went to King Middle School, and then I went there, and all my friends was there, so I was cutting up there. So my mama transferred me to Ochoa. and I met another set of friends, which was cool too. Um, I got pregnant at 17. Oh, I did not finish school. I did not finish school. I went to school all the way up to 10 and dropped out. Um, I don't know. It just school wasn't a thing for me. I'm using Too Faced, Born This Way, the color Honey, and then I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade on top of that, which will be Pearline, the little, short ones. Hey y'all, welcome to my live. So fast forward, um, met my kid's father while I was in summer school. Um, Actually, I met his sister, and when we met her, it was me and my other best friend. She had a brother, and he, I was 16 at the time, and we took a liking to each other. And so ended up getting pregnant at 17, had my baby at 18. And started growing up from there. I had to, when I was 18, since I was pregnant, I had to go see how life was without under my parents' roof. And that's what I did. And that's what I did. And had my child. My child came out healthy. Healthy boy. I know he was healthy. Hold on, y'all, one more time. I don't have all my products right here. So when I keep pausing and telling you, it's just because I don't have all my products right here in front of me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'll be right back. So this is Patrick Ty. I'm gonna spray on my face because this do set down dry if you don't keep it moisturized. I know all my makeup girlies and whoever do makeup, not just girlies. My men too know about keeping your face moisturized. Okay, let me get back to the story. My baby was healthy. It wasn't till I went to get his shots, right? 3 month old. I remember I was 18. I went by myself. I don't know where my kids were, where he was. We didn't have cell phones like we do now back in the day. So it wasn't, no, hey, where you at? Come, to the hospital. It wasn't none of that. So I had to go alone this particular time, and they wanted to give my son shots. Now, I'm young. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, what kind of shots are these, right? Oh, these are regular shots. This is procedure for his 6 month. I mean, his 3 months. This is procedure. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, Kaiser Hospital, you guys in Hayward. So I'm like, oh yeah, my grandmother was in my life. I had a supportive grandmother who loved me so. God rest her soul. But anyway, she was very active in my life until she passed away. So I remember this visit because they end up giving my baby 6 shots, three in one leg, three in the other. I remember very, so they sent me home, whatever. As time went by, I started noticing my child not developing like a normal, sitting up. And we gonna take him to, well, we don't even, we're not like, we don't think nothing's wrong at this point. You understand? We just think maybe he's slower than other. It's not, y'all, until he got till 1 years old when he wasn't walking, using the bathroom, and then we got him tested. We was like, okay, something is wrong. Turns out he has autism. Now, back in the day, this is early 2000s. It wasn't heard of as it is today with the cameras and people. No, this was very, though it was heard of, it was very discreet, right? And so I was devastated. I didn't know what autism was. I didn't know, you know, anything about it. Anything about it. I never read up on it. I never was introduced to this in school. Like, this was my ever first time hearing about it. And I was shocked. I'm like, so what does this mean? You know, well, we don't know yet. We're still studying it. We don't know. But you might have to sign up for sign language. Since he don't talk, we don't know if he will ever talk. I said, the devil is a lie. But keep working with him. So while we was in the Bay Area, my child always found good schools. I always found good schools for him in the Bay. Always. Since he was diagnosed. But the reason why we was really concerned because he wasn't eating like solid foods. we took him to Kaiser. They ran all kind of tests on it. They said his stomach is fine, everything is fine. It's just he's autistic. His brain is wired different. So they took him in his room, studied him, let him play and studied him, and we watched him. And I said he don't like to sleep at night. At this point he was staying at night. I said he don't get very much rest, meaning I don't get very much rest, right? So it was like, well, he's too young to be on medicine. But when he gets like, of age, we can give him something for that. But until then, try these methods. Y'all, it was hard. It was hard. So me and his dad was co-parenting 3 years. His dad ended up passing away, y'all, in a car accident. Coming to get me because we had got into a fight over the weekend. I was pregnant with my daughter, with his daughter at the time. We got into a fight. The police took me and left him. He then took my son to my mom, and then I heard that they had a party. One of his cousins threw a big party at her house. It was somebody's birthday, and they've been drinking. And I told him, I said, we talked over the phone. I said, look, I don't want to fight. We don't want to fight. We about to have another baby. Let's reconcile over the phone. He said, okay. I said, so my mom is bailing me out. They're going to come get me. And I'll be over there. And then after I go from over there, I'll come home because we had a place together. I finally got my Section 8. And we moved we had a place of our own, paying regular rent. But we was getting put out of there anyway. So my Section 8 came right on time. And so we was like, a lady in the interview was like, you can, it was from Berkeley. She said, you can stay in Berkeley or you can go anywhere you want. I'm like, I don't know why I didn't stay in Berkeley, y'all. I love Berkeley. I was just thinking, I don't want my kid's father to get in no altercation with Berkeley because he's from Oakland, and I was trying to think ahead of time. It wasn't like they were funking like that, but I know my baby daddy mouth. He was a drinker, okay? He always had to have a half pint of Hennessy. A half pint of Hennessy, okay? All the time. Every day, okay? So he would drink. And sometimes that liquor would start kicking in. And he'll just be saying stuff out of his head. And I'll be like, look, you need to stop. Because, niggas just not going to give you a pass every time. And you ain't got no damn weapon or anything to protect it. Just hush. Matter of fact, let me cut into the story. We went to LA. Me, his sister, his sister, her baby daddy, and then me and him. We all went to LA for a trip, right? And it was cool and everything. We went to go sightsee, but at night we wanted to go out. I'm young. I only got one child. I'm still young, so we go out. We take the car out. They stay in. They wanted to stay in. We go out. He got a mouth full of gold ones, y'all. He got a mouth full of gold ones, y'all. I'm like, drinking. I don't drink like that. I'm more of a weed smoker. If you get my I smoke marijuana. That's what I do. I smoke marijuana. I'm not a drinker. I will drink occasionally if it's a function. We having fun. Yes, I will drink. I take 2 shots here or whatever. But I'm not a drinker at all. So I had my weed. I'm mellow. I'm driving. Was he driving? Was I driving? He was driving. Whatever. We didn't have GPS. We didn't have none of that back in the day. So you had to, if you wanted to go somewhere, you had to go out there and go look. It wasn't no pulling up, this the club, where everybody, no. We had no phone, GPS, whatever. We didn't have that. So you had to just go and see what it was like, right? So we riding, we in the car, it's just me and him. Some LA niggas pull up on the side of us. I'm like, oh, here we go. Right? They look at us. Hey, where you from? I'm like, oh, shit. Here we go. Don't just say we. I was like, we from the Bay Area. I'm answering at this point. And he talking. Oh, wow. And wow. I'm like, I said, he don't mean no harm. We from the Bay, we drive. He was like, oh, no, it's cool. I thought y'all was from the South because cuz got gold. I was like, no, we from the Bay. We looking for the spot. Where the spot at? I'm trying to, oh, God, deter, danger from coming our way. He talking out the side. I said, okay, yeah, thank y'all. The light went, and I'm like, thank you, God. Like, he didn't have no chill. Anyway, back to how he passed. So, he's coming to get me. He asked his friend to drive because he knew he was intoxicated. But he asked all of his cousins to come in and ride with him. So they were all in his car, intoxicated, all of them, even the driver. But the driver had a seat belt. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I'm back. So The driver didn't have, he had his seatbelt on, but everybody else in the car didn't have a seatbelt on, including my kid's father. And so I'm using Bobby Brown contour stick. And so, oh, this is dark. Is this the one okay, this is dark. This is real dark. Y'all see where I'm doing my contour? Now, I'm not a professional, y'all. I just like to play in makeup. I like to do it. I'm trying to become good, but I'm not. I'm all right. I can get better. So don't come for me in the comments, okay? Anyway, back to the story. So I told him my mother was coming. I said, don't know, because he was trying to convince me that he was going to come get me over the phone. I said, no, you just go home. I'll be there in the morning. I had court the next day, so my mom was going to take me to court too. I said, you go home. I'll be there in the morning. I'm pregnant. What could I do? Right? So I guess he wasn't hearing that because he was intoxicated. He wasn't hearing that. And it went in one ear and out the other. So he told everybody, load up in the car. We going to get her. Now, I don't know how I was going to fit pregnant, but, God is so good. It was in the middle of December 23rd, actually. And they were on their way, even though I instructed him not to come. The car had a donut on it. They shouldn't have been driving nowhere. But he had enough sense to say, I can't drive, you drive. December 23rd. It's raining. My kid's father has a way of pulling the steering wheel. He does it. He did it all out his life when somebody's driving to avoid an accident. And many people, family, friends, me, told him over and over, don't do that. You're going to cause an accident more than stop an accident. It was just in his blood. It was just in his nature. I don't know how fast they were going. Coming to get me. I was told it was a car in front of them. I was told he pulled that wheel. And since the car had a donut on it, it flipped. And it flipped. And it flipped. And everybody was injected out the car. I was told, even my kid's father was not dead at the time. I was told it was a car speeding on that highway and ran him over. And that's how he passed. He was the only one DOA on arrival. Everybody else got rushed to the hospital and survived. Yeah. Give me a minute. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. That story, I hate it. I don't like telling it, but I feel better. But I hate it, y'all. I'm gonna take my beauty blender that looks like shit like this. Just contour my face. And so he died. I was 6 months pregnant at the time with my daughter, with his daughter. And she came out, was it? She came out 3 months later, a June baby. She's a cancer, born healthy. I ended up taking her to a different doctor when I got my prenatal. I didn't go through Kaiser because of my son, and she ended up being okay. And my youngest son, too, who was 19, their father is someone else. But so after that, I fell into deep, deep depression. Started self medicating. Started doing pills to take away the pain. Thank you. For years. But one thing about me is I did prison time. I did 8 months. I love my family more than the drug. So I always was a functional addict. Maybe on the weekends and stuff, that's when I get really, if I ain't not, but I always had my kids. Never got my kids taken. Sometimes I was. I'm not gonna say all the time. The pills didn't work. It started getting stronger and stronger and stronger. It didn't help. They didn't help. And so I've been homeless several times and lived with people. But I also had my own too. I had several apartments. I had a big, beautiful house in Antioch, multiple cars. I've been blessed too. You win some, you lose some. And if you're not on God's timing and what He wants you to do, He'll make you start all over again. And so now at my age of 42, I see that. I'm just getting it, y'all. But it took me, two heart attacks and diabetes to wake up. All of my kids are close. I don't treat my autistic kid different than the other children and vice versa. I treat them all the same. I love them all the same. I don't bring up their dads in no negative way. Currently, I'm having a situation with my youngest son. He is feeling um, just like he don't know what to do in life, and he hasn't had his father due to a um, mental health disability from his father. His father's side is secretive. I don't, know where they at, but I do know of an uncle, his brother. They were together when I met his father, so I do know of him. He's currently in prison. So my son is just trying to find his way as a man, and he needs help from a man. I can only do so much. So the enemy see that I am recovered. Hallelujah. Thank you. I have stopped using since 2022. Yeah. And the enemy is trying to destroy me any way he can. And one of the ways he's trying to do it is through my son. Because he know my son is a weak vessel right now. He's not strong in his faith. So me and him have been getting into it. But um, God is working it out. He is not in my home as of now, but we still keep in contact with each other. And I still parent him through the phone. We're still in the same city, but yeah, that's the way life goes. But I can sit up and say I am not a victim of no circumstance. I am a survivor of my circumstance and always will be. Um, we was currently homeless last year, and so that prompted me to log my life because I had a health scare. I did die. Um, and my significant other revived me back. So God said, pick up that camera and log your life. Time is short. I do have a grandchild. One grandchild, my daughter, uh, just had a little girl. So I'm vlogging her and her life and our life. We just moved into a place of humble beginnings. You know, I didn't had way nicer places than this, but this is a stepping stone. I'm grateful because we just didn't have anything. We was just driving. The enemy attacked me and took that away. And so I'm right now. I'm not full of drama. I'm not full of drama with any of my other family members or no one in my family. I'm not full of drama with no one. I'm really at a place of peace. And I want to keep it like that. If someone's angry with me, that's their business. I don't have no control over what people expect or do. I only have control over my life. And right now, I choose peace. I didn't even want my son in here because he is letting the enemy use him. So I'm really not going to tolerate it from nobody else. I'm taking it one day at a time, and I will get it all back. God said, this is not the end. This is the beginning of your story. Hold on, y'all. Oh, Lord. No, I didn't say you did that. Right. I didn't say you did that. We on the second part of cigarette. Them cigarettes left. One no. I'm sorry, y'all. This is live. This is real life. This is my real life story. So I wasn't prepared. I wasn't prepared to talk about this. I'm just telling y'all my story, my trials and tribulations, you know, what I had to face and still facing it. My son, we moved to Sac like 8 years ago because of the rent. And rent was cheap out here. It's still cheaper than the Bay, but we have been experiencing a lot of racism out here. Um, Smoking. I'm trying to quit that. That's bad for me. But telling these stories, I need something. So we moved out to Sac 8 years ago from the Bay. Experienced a lot of racism, not just from Caucasians, neither. Latinos, and Arabs. The Arabs are just off the hook too. With the stores, and then we have the Caucasian. More than I ever experienced in my life. It shocked me because I'm from the Bay. Like, we do have racists out there. I'm not, just, delusional. We have racists out there, but they're not so bold as it is in SAC. They're not so in your face, like, what you gonna do about it? So when my youngest child was 12, the police attacked him and wrongfully. And we got a lawyer and we sued. But the lawyer was black. He was hyping us up. He was there for us. He was like, yeah, y'all gonna go through what's the lawyer name that get all the people black lives when they killed by the officer? What's his name? Benjamin Crump. We're gonna get Benjamin Crump, right? When they saw the video, it kind of went viral. It was out here in Sacramento. They put a spit bag over his head. Yeah, the Sac PD did that. Sac PD put a spit mask over his head, and he wasn't doing nothing wrong, y'all. He was at a carnival. I dropped them off at a like it was a neighborhood carnival in the area where we were staying. I dropped him and his sister off to go to the carnival, and then he met up with some friends and stuff that was older that could keep an eye on him. Well, it was this one security racist that didn't like my son. And every time my son would come into the parking lot, he would pick my son. Well, this particular day, he decided to pick. He decided to pick with him, and my son ended up running from him. Running across the street like, nigga, leave me alone, right? He was accusing my son of stealing a car. First of all, my son don't even know how to drive. How is he going to steal a car? Third of all, he got some keys from his friend to go open a car to put a coat in there. You assuming and you're racist, and that wasn't the case. And when you told him to leave, he didn't leave, and you got mad. So my son ran off the premises. Sac PD, while my son is running, he chasing him. Sac PD is known in that area just because it's a poor area, and they say it's a high crime area. It's mostly blacks and Latinos in this area. So they always in this area circling. They see my son running from him. They see him chasing my son. They follow suit and pursue it. Don't know what happened. Don't know the story. Hands him up. Tell him stop resisting. It's all on camera. Got a lawyer, black lawyer. He was all on it. So I got interviewed by a couple of news stations and stuff like that. It was going to go farther than that until the police station put out the audio. And so when they put out the audio of the scene, because everybody just seen the video. It wasn't was it audio? It wasn't audio to it, not what the police put out. So the police said, okay, well, we're going to put out the audio. It shows my son is cussing at the police. Okay? Not that he was right, but what do that mean? He was being attacked. How do you supposed to respond when you're being attacked? I don't care if the police have a badge or not. You're attacking him. You're throwing him on the floor. You're choking him with your forearm. What are you doing? So my son cussed at him. Whatever. But it sure as flies his own shit. The black lawyers dropped my son. Call themselves doing me a favor, giving me to I think he was Jewish lawyer. He didn't fight for me. He didn't fight at all. The first deal that was on the table He told me to take. Who tells your client to take the first deal? He was more with them than us as clients. He was more with the police, so. I said okay because I didn't want to feel like I was being greedy. But when I look back on things, we could have got way more. I look on cases, people then got millions and wasn't even touched by the police and settled for millions. They just violated their rights. My son was physically touched by them on camera. So he scammed us. He got the bigger portion of his cut and gave us whatever the split between. It was my daughter supposed to get some because she was there and distraught, Isaiah and me, and told us to split whatever 3 ways. Lower than, let's just say lower than 100K. Okay. So that's what happened with that. And we was homeless at that time. So that money just got ate up. It wasn't enough to begin with, but we was homeless, so it just got ate up. He got some stuff out of it, clothes, jewelry, everything he asked for. The only thing I didn't get him was a car because he didn't have his license, and I didn't want him driving and get pulled over by the same cops, and then it'd be an issue again. I'm scared. I'm scared, child. Taking my toothpaste and lining my brows. So, you know, we was cheated. He used to take my son out to the movies, just come get him because ain't no real male role models in his life like that. And so, but when they put that audio out and they figured we can't get no money no more, all bets is off. All bets is off, y'all. I was so hurt. He was so hurt. He's still dealing with that, y'all. That's one of the things we're dealing with still. Because why did you have to fake it? You didn't have to do that. You knew what time it was. You could have kept it real with us. And y'all, I wasn't bothering the lawyer. I wasn't saying, because it wasn't just, okay, we filed a lawsuit, boom, bam, then it's done. We had to wait 2 or 3 years before we could even see a check. And then my son had to wait until he was 18, and he was 12 at the time. So imagine that. So we waited. It wasn't no, okay, you got cashed out right now, go live your, no. We were struggling. So It's just a lot. It's a lot I deal with, but I'm God's chosen, and He ain't gonna never, let me down. And the reason why I'm just explaining this to y'all because I want y'all to get to know me on another level. Y'all have been rocking with me. Y'all are my supporters. You have subscribed. So I feel like I'm obligated just to give you something in my life so you can know what I've been through and know me, if you're going to stay down with me. You know, you'll know that I'm been through something. I'm just not over here, begging or, you know, it's crazy. But we was just had to show me who is really for me and who wasn't. And that he did. That he did. He had to show me again. I'm gonna just because it's my I'm gonna just pack this in again because I feel like it blended in with my blush. But yeah, y'all. So that's me vlogging all my life. If you go back in my channel and look at my videos, I'm vlogging from last year to now. And we just finally got stable. So I can finally sit with y'all, go into story time or whatever, let y'all know what's going on with me, my life, things like that. I'm trying and I'm manifesting my channel to grow. And one thing you're going to need is loyal supporters. I see. It's not easy starting your own channel. And it's not easy, uh, you know, um, when God revealed things and He said reveal all. It's not easy to know that you're trying and starting up your channel and uh, people that you know in all your life, friends and family, don't want to support you. It's crazy. But God had to show me that too. And He is. And that's, but God had to tell me, get up and go walk. You want this kind of lifestyle, you want this and that, you have to make content, bro. You can't just sit and say content where you at. You gotta go get it. You gotta treat this like a job. And I've been sitting down watching videos, watching other YouTubers say the same thing. It's consistency. Um, as I wasn't taking care of myself, I also lost my upper teeth. They're gone. But I have been looking into dentists to fix them. And I went to one consultation and they said that they can fix them. And it's just, okay, they set me down to get my consultation with the doctor. They said I'm a good candidate, right? It's just that um, it's expensive. They want $12,000. So what she did was she entered me into a sponsor or whatever. No, a loaner, and they said they'll loan it to me. I just would have to give the doctor's office 1,000 and 500 to the lenders, and then every month pay 300. What y'all think about that? But I'll have my teeth within a couple of weeks. My full set. They're going to take everything out, even the bottoms, and put on. They said the same procedure, the same day you get your teeth taken out is the same day you get your set of new teeth. And you'll be under heavy, medication. You will be put to sleep, actually. And but you'll have them that day. And you pay $300 a month to the lender. And I was like, oh, that's not too bad. But I was like, well, I got an extra 300. So God said, get up and start walking. He said, you know, the enemy is trying to stop you. He said, but I created you. You are my child. Stop procrastinating and get up and do it. Don't worry about how the money is going to come. Just know I'm the great I am. And if you follow me, everything is possible. Any and everything is possible. And so I'm obeying the Lord. Um, I have enemies out there, that is preying on my downfall. And God is like, no, we're not doing that. They don't have the upper hand on you. So you're my child. You don't have the spirit of fear or anything else. You started your channel, and we're going to get you up to monetization, and you're going to start making the money. You know who I like online? Who I watch? Jasmine. Y'all know Jasmine. With the 5 kids, the girls, her girlfriend, the dog, her one son. I swear, she reminds me of my family. Mine is the dog, and mine is the autistic child. But yeah, she reminds me of myself a little bit. You got a girlfriend, and they've been living together. And I watch her. I watch Peach sometimes. I don't say I dislike Peach. Peach is cool. I just want Peach to heal. That's all. From her mother. I just want her to heal. She a good person. She mean well. I just want her to heal. And then when she heals, she'll realize, you know, she don't have to be that, way to, she don't have to show y'all money. She don't have to, be that vague with y'all. She know her worth, and she's getting there. I'm watching her. She's getting there. Okay, now I gotta put on my powders. Yeah, hold on. Meg, can you open the door, please? Yeah, so I'm back, yeah. Like I said, once again, I wasn't prepared. You guys, please bear with me. I'm just doing it as I go. So I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot, yeah. More than a lot. You know, um, more than a lot. And God has brought me back from the dead. When I had my heart attack, I flatlined, yeah, but I stopped breathing for seconds, and my wife revived. This is Laura Mercier. Um, my wife took a CPR class, praise the Lord, and she revived me. God, so good. I was there in front of her when I had a heart attack, right? And I just had walked from the store in the hot ass heat inside in 100-degree weather coming from the store. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And I was fine until she said I just. Now I remember like a force in me. Like I went to the back and lights out. I don't remember nothing else. Woke up in the hospital. They told me I was having heart attacks back to back while in the ambulance and stuff. Oh God, she's so good. Anastasia, I'm using mahogany in Anastasia for the contour. Thank you, Lord. He saved me. He knew my time wasn't up. I still had stuff to do. So he gave me the second chance. He said, you better use it. Use it. Use it to fulfill what you want to do in your lifetime now. Your kids are grown. This time is for you. I want you to heal, get better, but this time is for you. You always live for other people. It's time to start living for you and the things that make you happy and everything of that nature. So, and I believe this too. Um, I always try to help everybody. You know, if you out there in the street and you knew me and you knew where I stayed, you didn't have to call. If you needed somewhere to sleep, I was the person. I wouldn't get mad if you would say, "Hey, I was out. I didn't, had nowhere to go. Can I sleep on your couch?" I was her. That's who I am. But people tend to forget that. Had to reopen my eyes again, but now I'm back. I gotta get myself back healthier. Stop these cigarettes, cut out these cigarettes, eating stuff better. I keep sniffing, you guys, because I have allergies to something in this. I took allergy medicine, but it's still not working. So that's why I'm sniffing. If anyone asks. Um, oh! See, the damn lighter went in the sink. See, that's why you gotta keep. Anyway, taking my Sequoia mahogany and wiping off, brushing off the excess powder. This yellow stuff, yeah, taking this, yeah. That's how you create a smooth under eye. Make it all blend together. Make it all together like this. So, and I've been raising my kids ever since. Now it's my granddaughter's time, and I wish I would have knew some of the stuff I know now back then, but all I could do is move forward and teach my grandbabies the future. And that's what I strive to do. I am not religious, I am spiritual. It is a difference. I say Yahshua, y'all say Jesus. I say Yahshua. That's how I pray. Um, I know I'm from the tribe of Judah. I know I'm from the lost tribe. I know we are the original Jews, the original Israelites. I'm into my history, culture, anything black, and that you can learn from past to present. I am interested in. I love our people, but sometimes our people disappoint me on a whole bunch of things, like injustice, things of that nature. But I love my people. And I know that we are the chosen ones. I know we can't rise above things. And we will. It's just all in a matter of timing. Um, yeah, y'all, that's about it. Um, I'm a Pisces. I like to be in a house. My partying days are pretty much over. If I get invited, I'll go out, or we'll go out for drinks, me and my wife. But other than that, going to the clubs, and I did it when I was younger, 16, 15, not going into legal clubs, but they used to have these high school um, clubs where they rent out a hall for the teenagers and let them party with just drinks and a D. And then I burnt myself on going out too in my 20s and stuff. So the club is not really my thing. This is what I use for blush to put on top of that. It's the NYX melt. It's the NYX melt blush. Yeah, and this is butter butter time. Wait, no, butter butter with time. Okay, that's what it say, y'all. And I don't know what. Like I said, color. This is not giving it to me. But I just put that pretty maroon on top of my skin, y'all. Y'all see how that come out? Then my talent is cooking, and this is a hobby for me doing my makeup and taking it one day at a time. I'm a um, prayerful woman. I talk to God all the time. I go in my closet and talk to God. I pray at 3 a.m. If y'all know, y'all know. The ones that know what 3 a.m. mean. And try to do better this second go around as a mother, as a friend, as a lover, as a sister, niece in my lifetime. I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to. Life is short. Keep fighting. Every time I turn around, somebody dying. We in them days. So I don't want to fight. For what? For what? If we're not fighting for freedom, what are we fighting for? So I stay my distance because my I'm a Pisces, so I soak up energies. So I my distance because I soak up a lot of energies and I don't like that. Energies I didn't ask for. Um, and so I try to keep myself away from negative scenes, negative people. Uh, don't want to go in large crowds, you know. Place of peace is my home and nature. I go out to nature, I pray, I go by water, by the trees, I give thanks to nature, to God, I cry out to Him. My tithes and offering is to poor people on the street. Whoever is less fortunate, I give back to them. I don't give to a church or a pastor. Not to say nothing is wrong with that, it's just something I don't do. Um, we go out to eat, we celebrate. My son has never been on a plane before, so I'm trying to do things and bring exciting new things into my life that we never done before as a family. And that's my goal. Um, Let me see, I'm not done with my makeup yet. So far, so good, though. So far, so good. Do I want to put a lid on? Let's put a lid. Let's put a lid on. I don't know, y'all. What y'all think? Should I put my kid's father was cremated, so um, I don't go to a graveyard site. He was cremated. The iron is at his mother's house, and we're working on getting him a newer iron too. I'm working on getting my kids a necklace so they can carry his ashes around their neck as well. My daughter is with her father's side, which was his mother. So she's with her grandmother right now. Her and the baby in Illinois. No, Malone, whatever, over there in Iowa somewhere. And I missed them, so they were just over here before she left. She spent 2 weeks with me, and I miss her so. Yeah, that's pretty much me. What else I like to do? I like to cook, beat my face. I like to switch. Y'all gonna see me as I get my bag or get the coin, as y'all say. As time go on, y'all gonna see me with different hairstyles. I want to do frontals. I want to do the. I had lace fronts before, so I mean not lace fronts, tracks. So I know, you know, what tracks feel like or clip-ins. But I just want to. I got some clip-ins too, y'all. But that's gonna be a too long of a video. I'm gonna finish this makeup and then let y'all go. One more thing. Yeah. Okay, so sorry, y'all. This is the end. This is gonna be the end. I know I didn't yap that away, but okay. Um, now y'all should know everything about me. That's pretty much it. We're gonna go in with Fenty Beauty mascara. I can't wait to get a vanity, y'all. Y'all just don't know. I can't wait. I need another phone. I need an iPhone and a tripod. Okay. So that's what you trying? What you want? You in my life? I'm doing my makeup. Oh yeah. I'll be in there. What you hungry? No. Okay. Talking to my son, yeah. Oh yeah, he talks. The doctors was wrong. He talks. I need makeup wipes too. Uh, my lips are because I don't have the right formula. If you know of some good chapstick, leave it in a comment. Cause me being diabetic, they always feel, and a smoker too. I need to stop. Oh yeah, I smoke marijuana mostly. I don't marijuana and cigarettes. That's it. But marijuana is gonna be the only thing I smoke until I take a break with that too. I need to detoxify my body, restart it all over again, and then fill it back up with nutrients and things that um, my body needs. Um, let's see. I have more stories. This is just a little glimpse of going over my life. I'm gonna sit down with y'all and do real story times where I go in depth of how I was raised and things like that. But I'm just giving y'all overall look on my life, you know, as the years progress and how I became a mother of three and why is my son autistic, things like that. I want the audience that I grow to know me. I don't want to be fake and phony for nobody. Clicks or views, that's not my thing. I want to be as authentic as possible and relatable to you guys and, just do me. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I'm not trying to fit into nobody lane. You know what I'm saying? All I can be is me. And that's all you're going to see. You're not going to see me switch up. And, maybe when I'm feeling good, I might be like, feeling myself, but you will never get, another side to me that is, unless somebody bothered me or, I'm irritated and I just got into a confrontation and I came up. But other than that, I am down to earth. I like peace. I don't like the arguing thing. I don't like to go back and forth thing. Um, and that's me in a nutshell. So yeah, yeah. Trump on my channel, like people say, it's not easy. This is a full-time job, and you got to put the energy back in it to make it to be where you want to see it. And another thing I remember, don't care what people think. You're not gonna get supporters. You're not gonna get your family and friends to support. That's okay. You're gonna get strangers though, and strangers are gonna like you, and they're gonna view your videos and your dialogue with your family. So just worry about putting the content. I had, oh yeah, I had Section 8 and lost it. Uh, and lost it. Um, and I regret it to this day because it was helping. Like their father gone, he didn't leave no life insurance. He died really young. We didn't, and his family don't come from money. So it wasn't no insurance policy left or anything like that. We didn't think he was gonna, go that early. None of us think that. And so that's why you gotta be prepared. I, however, is going to get life insurance on me for my kids. So they can have a house and some money to look back on when I'm gone. Well, I'm going to strive to do that. I am going to do that. That was just too much, huh, y'all? It's a cute color, but that was too much. So I'm going to line I got matte. All this stuff was in my storage, y'all. All this stuff. They didn't say that he glad my teeth broke and not just fell out because it's still bone in my upper teeth where I can get the teeth screwed in. So that's a good thing. That's a real good thing. Patrick Ta going in with this pink. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. Okay. Putting on my falsies, the last step. I just decided, yeah, I'm gonna wear a bare eye. I'm not gonna do no, you know, fancy eyelid today. I could just run something over it though. Truth be told. So yeah, I have people that wanted, to put dirt on my name and defame my character and my name, but it didn't work. God revealed them to me and I caught them in a trap. Now they always been enemies because they always didn't like me, but now I got confirmation. And by them doing that, they thought I was gonna, I guess, get off the internet and, go in the corner and cry. But God reversed it. They actually activated something in me, the greatness in me that I know I already had. And so now I'm getting up more to try to blog more to try to I want to build my audience and I want an authentic audience. I don't just want bots. I don't want just clicks. And you know what I'm saying? I want a real, genuine audience. Real people. So I'll go the old fashioned way. It'll take longer, but longer and patience is a virtue. Everything quick and easy won't sustain. You get it quick and easy, you don't value that. But if you wait it out, as time go on, it's lessons in that that you're going to learn along the way. And so when you do make it to whatever you want to make it to, you are more appreciated of it than just getting it quick and easy fast. This generation is all about instant gratification, and that's what's hurting them. You know, it's good to give gratification, but the world don't work like that. Everything is not social media quick and fast. So when they get that reality, it shocks them like, oh, what did I do and why? Because the world don't work like that. In some cases, the internet, it does. Some people can make a video and go viral the next day. I've seen it. But like I said, I'm not building my channel to go viral and stuff like that. I'm building my channel, first of all, to document my life, to leave something behind for my kids to see. And then I'm showing you guys too what it takes a life in a day of a sister in this society raising a disabled child and things of that nature in real time. Any questions you have, you guys, just leave it in a comment. I will go through my comment section, you guys, and I will answer. Um, I don't have a big family, you guys. I have a small family. My grandmother had like 7 or 8 kids, but people after she passed, you know, um, all the adults either passed away, her adult sons, and the ladies only have 2 aunties. Um, that comes from my grandmother, alive still. Well, 3, because rest in peace, my auntie who was in the grave. But matter of fact, I want to go up. They're buried in Rolling Hills. I want to go up to see them both. As the Lord took our vehicle, we've been on public transportation, so we haven't been around to see people, places, or things. And I'm waiting, patiently on the Lord to deliver. Reading my Bible, not every night, but I'm starting to get into the Word. Life. And if you consistently believe in what the news is saying and stuff, it can really scare you what's going on. You know what I'm saying? War. But it says it in the Bible. It's biblical times. So nobody, the chosen ones shouldn't be scared. But people that is out here, doing whatever, not even thinking about a God, they have something to be worried about. I'm gonna spray my face with the airbrush Sharper Tilbury. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Where is it? Girl, it ain't spraying, y'all. Shit. I guess I'm pressing. Uh-oh, shit. No, I don't want that. Oh, Lord, yeah. I don't know what to do. Let's see. What is the thing down? Have y'all ever had trouble with this? The bottles? Anyway, I spray myself with this again. Patrick this is rose water. It feels so good. It smells so good. It's expensive, but it's worth it. It melts your face, he says. I gotta fix that one. So I'm waiting for my lashes to dry. I love music. I love all kinds of music. Um, I love to eat, but I'm still closed minded on some stuff. A lot. And that's because I just need to get out and visit countries and do cultural things. But I'll be open minded to it once I get there. But yeah, as a mukbang, I don't know. But y'all, I want y'all to see us, eat. I want to do it all. Vlog, mukbangs, story times. I want to do it all. And my goal is to push out 2 or 3 videos a day. And I would love y'all to come and support. Every time. Every time, y'all. You're not going to see a lot of ignorance on my channel with me. Um, Especially arguing and going back and forth. Now, if me and my fiance is having a discussion and is passionate, you will see that. But as far as explaining my family with problems, and I'm not gonna give y'all all of me, no, but I will give you some of me. Some stuff is just gonna be private, and that's how I am. But don't worry, though. It's still, you don't have to be drama um, to be a good content. I feel like y'all addicted to drama at this point, and so if nobody is ranching or nobody is, you know, going out to do ratchet stuff and is in their right mind, that don't get no, that's not popular. But if I was on here acting crazy, showing you my autistic son drinking loud, oh, I would be at some K in no time. I know I would. I know I would. In a minute, because that's what people want to see. They want to see you doing bad. It makes them feel good in their situation because they're doing bad. You understand what I'm saying? So if I can look at somebody else's life If I can look at somebody else's life and see them fighting and being dysfunctional, then I'm gonna chime in because my situation is worse than that, and I love drama. That that I don't. Drama is cool. That's why I turn into VH1 and to get the drama. But as far as my channel, no, we ain't doing that over here. But you're gonna get the real. You're gonna get the real me and my emotions, because sometimes I do get out of character. I can't, just, some incidents I can't just control myself. But I don't get to the point where I'm harm to people or myself. I just get to a point where I need to shut up and sit down and smoke some weed. Because nothing is never that serious. And the doctor said I can't be yelling, screaming, doing all that. I have a pacemaker in me. This is when I had two heart attacks. They had to this is the scar for the pacemaker. And I'm diabetic, so I have to give myself insulin. Y'all gonna see that. I want y'all to see that and how I do it, or how my wife injects me with that every day. I'm gonna go on my health journey with y'all, um, juicing and eating different foods that's healthier for my body and everybody in the house. Y'all gonna get all that. And it's just gotta be one day at a time with me. Okay, do I got the highlight, y'all? Okay, one more thing to highlight. We done. We hella done. Let me see. Okay, the last highlight. Laura Keller. Laura Keller. I had this one for a minute, you guys, in my collection. Look at how she glows. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? This is a game changer. This is what. Y'all see that glow? Wow. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. Okay. Yeah. Put some on my lid. I mean my in the corner of my eye. Let's pop this other eyelash on. It's not ready. It ain't ready, y'all. I'm an 80s baby, born in 1982, February. So um, I'm first Pisces. Pisces is February 19th. I'm the beginning too. Um, yeah, y'all. This world is changing. Politics. It looked like a scary time, but it's all in Revelations. This too has to come to pass. So at first, I was getting scared. I was paranoid, and I'm like, "But God, you got this." So yeah, peace will always be with me. God is just I'm one of the ones He don't play about. Yeah, I may fall, but He gonna make sure I always get back up. I never stay down. Never. One thing about it, I'm truthful and honest, and I expect that from people too. But I expect them to be just as honest, and it's not like that. Oh, that felt good. That uh, felt good, and yeah, people didn't want to see me thrive. People didn't want to see me here. People didn't think I was going to come out of that addiction. And they wanted me to, one thing about it, they wanted me to stay in there because they could play in my face. They've been have all this time. So, because when I was in I was aware that they were playing me, but I just didn't call them out like I should have. I just medicated. That's how I dealt with it. That's how I dealt with it. Confrontation. I just would like not even. I just medicated myself, and uh, yeah, I just medicated myself. I just didn't respond. I just let them think whatever. But I knew. But now, since I am sober, I have boundaries, and they don't like them, y'all. They don't like them. This is why I need a vanity, y'all, in a bigger space. That's in my plans. Can't nobody stop me, no witch, no warlock, no demon in hell. I'm under God's protection. I'm under Yahweh's protection. Can't nobody. I'm covered with the blood. Okay. So if you're messing with me, you're messing with him. And man, you don't want to mess with him. You don't want to mess with God. And you don't want to mess with his chosen ones. Just leave us alone. Go on about your merry way and just leave us alone. Because when I say he don't play about me, baby, he don't. He don't. I've been through too much. I need to get my hair cut, my ends trimmed. I need a deep conditioner. Condition. Yeah, I need all that. Um, yeah, he don't play about me. And I know about karma, so why would I even play with people like that? I know how karma works. I don't want that on me. I don't want it coming into me. I felt like I had my karma in my lifetime. So I know how it works. So I'm not going to choose. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this is cute, honey. I'm not going to choose to send evil your way and all that stuff. I'm cool. Lord said, vengeance is mine. He can hit way harder. He can punish you way harder than I can. So I leave it to him. I don't try to take it. I don't. Now I will correct you. You're not just gonna say whatever about me and think I'm not gonna correct you. But as far as getting back and nowadays a lot of people is into witchcraft. I'm cool. I'm cool. I know the power of God, and I'm not even about to play. Girl, yeah, y'all want to see my hair curl up? This is it. Now I'm mixed. I do have it's irrelevant. I don't, but my my peoples on my dad's side is either Puerto Ricans or Mexicans, and a lot of Mexicans don't even know that, but they just see that I'm black. That's all they know. They don't even know that I share the same DNA as them. They don't care to know either. Some of them, not all, not all. And if you're not racist and you know you like people, black people, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that despise us, no matter what we do. We're just living, breathing, and they just hate us for doing that. Like, that's crazy. See, I can get myself together. Okay, y'all see this? I got a bobby pin too. Let me get some tissue. Yeah, gotta come out. This damn and my go on my Instagram. It's Toya's Black Talk. TOYASBLK Talk. TALK. That's my Instagram. And you can see the pictures of my smile, of my teeth, how they were. I had braces. That's how I had braces when I was young, like around 12. I got them around like 9 and had them on since I was like 13. And so my teeth was corrected straight all across the room. I messed it up. I messed it up. And I can take accountability. I'm glad God has got me this far to take accountability because it was hard for me at one point. It was, it was some stuff, but I'm learning that's the part of growing accountability. So I learned to own my stuff and take my stuff and leave the stuff that don't apply to me, leave it to the dust. That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? What am I looking for, you guys? Mascara. Where is it? Where is it? I can't believe this don't want to click, you guys. I gotta get it to work. This shit, it's still hella fluid in here.